Okay, so what do we know then? We've got at least three horses. It doesn't tell us how many horses there were. There are three horses in a race, and this is the finish line. And the first horse comes in, and when the first horse comes in, the second horse, number 2, is half a horse length behind the first. And you often measure in horse lengths in horse racing for some reason. And then what else do we know? Well, we know that the difference between number 2, the winner and it's a third between the winner and number 2, and it's a half a length between the winner and number 3. So between winner and number 2, it's a third of a horse length, and between the winner and number 3, it's half of a horse length. So if we're going to work out then how much is there between horse number 2 and horse number 3? What's this distance here? And we'll call it x. Well, to get that distance there, we have to subtract fractions. We have to take our half away and take a third away from that. With fractions, we can't add or subtract equivalent fractions unless we have the same denominator on the bottom, which we don't have yet. So we have to multiply both of this side by 3 and both of this side by 2. Because then we get the equivalent fraction of 6 on both sides. So 1 times 3 is 3, 2 times 3 is 6. So a half is the same as the equivalent fraction 3/6. Minus a third, 1 times 2 is 2, and 3 times 2 is 6, 2/6. So now we have the same denominator here on the bottom, and that's what we've got to have before we're allowed to add or subtract fractions. Always, always, always has to be the same number down here. When it is the same number down here, we'd say that we are counting in 6, so our answer stays in 6. Then we cover over the bottom two numbers, the 6's, and we just do what is 3 minus 2? Well, the answer to that, of course, is 1. Therefore, there is 1/6 of a horse length between horse number 2 and horse number 3. So 1/6 of a horse length. And that's the answer there.